Okay, what do you do for living?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you well.
I was
Could
asking
you repeat
you,
that?
yeah, what do you do for
Hi.
living? What do you do for living?
Hi. Hi. I'm a university student. My major is English language, so
All
I'm going
right,
to become an English teacher next year.
all
That's why
right.
I downloaded this application in order to improve my speaking skills.
Mm-hmm,
So, because unfortunately I don't have anybody around me who speaks in English. So, by the way, my native language is
mm-hmm.
Turkish, as you know.
Okay.
And when it comes to speaking English language, the difference between Turkish and English languages are so much. Their intonation, their speech patterns are completely different than each other, and we
Mm-hmm,
don't have lots of common words. Also, I
mm-hmm,
personally think like that.
mm-hmm,
So, in order to improve especially in order to improve my speaking ability,
mm-hmm,
I decided to download this application. Then I asked to then I asked to artificial intelligence.
mm-hmm,
I think it was Google Gemini. Please,
mm-hmm,
could you recommend me such kind of application in order me to improve my speaking skill? So it
mm-hmm,
recommended me this application because I was looking for a completely free application, so
mm-hmm,
100% free. Because
mm-hmm,
unfortunately I don't have enough sufficient amounts of money in order
mm-hmm.
to pay to an application.
I
So
get
that's
it.
why yeah, I'm just a university student. As an answer to
Okay.
your question,
All right,
I'm
all
I'm
right.
such a garrulous person. Sometimes I love to speak much. That's why I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
I also asked ChatGPT, like I really want to practice my English. So could you please suggest me any free app? So ChatGPT suggested me this platform, Episoden platform, and I have
uh,
been using this platform for the last 1.5 year.
wow, nice.
I
Quite long.
learned I learned this language because of this platform because it
Uh,
gave me the exposure, daily
mhm,
contact with this language. I talk to people here. I learn from them new vocabularies, new phrases, and we discuss topic here. And I think it's the fun way of learning any language. Otherwise,
mhm,
it feels boring.
mhm. Yes, I think so. Definitely, you need to have a speaking partner when it's come to improve your speaking skills. I've been also using some artificial intelligence
Mhm.
robots in order
Mhm.
to improve my speaking skills by having conversations with them.
Mhm.
So I think they're even better than native speakers when it comes to speaking,
Mhm.
because their database is so
Mhm.
crowded, or how to say it in English. I'm not sure about that, but they know lots of information. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think you got
Ye-
my point.
Yeah, I got your point. And
Uh,
I also take help from ChatGPT whenever there is a doubt. I used to trouble
mhm,
my husband all the time because I didn't know this language 1 year ago. I was completely a
mhm,
beginner. Then I
mhm,
started taking help from ChatGPT. It has helped me a lot. Now I have
mhm,
clarity of thoughts. Now I know the perfect tenses. I know the tenses, conditional sentences, and everything. Now I am sure
mhm.
what I want to say, and I can easily convey my message to the other person.
Okay. Even I still don't know anything about grammar. But then it means that, or it seems that you are studying very serious about English language.
Yes,
So
I was very
yeah,
passionate. I was very
yeah,
determined about learning this language. So I really worked hard.
yeah. Unfortunately, my grammar. By the way, my grammar skills always sucked throughout my life.
It's
Because
okay.
I'm not a grammar guy or something like that. I just love to talk. I just love to learn. I'm quite good at learning new words.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Every single day I've been trying to expand my vocabulary arsenal in order
Mm-hmm.
to learn and use those new words
Mm-hmm.
into my sentences when having
Okay.
communication about all topics.
Yeah, I do watch
Yeah.
podcasts in English and I do watch videos in English, movies in English, and I have my
Mhm.
notebook with me. I write
Mhm.
down new vocabularies when I encounter them so that I do not forget them later. And I try
Mhm.
to revise them before going to
Mhm.
bed. This is how I have been learning new vocabularies. I have been expanding
Good.
my vocabulary.
I've been doing the same, and
Hmm.
I think it's one of the most useful methods out there when it comes to expand your vocabulary and both
Hmm.
improving your skills, speaking skills.
Hmm.
So it was really nice to have you here.
Hmm.
Really nice to meet you. I want to say,
And would you like to extend the session?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I sent you a request.
Yeah, I have accepted that. And we haven't
Mhm.
discussed the topic. Who was your first love?
I don't actually, to be honest, I don't remember very well, but I think it was in elementary school or something like that. When I was a little kid. So maybe there was a girl in our classroom,
Ah, I
but
see, I
I
see.
don't remember well which one. Which one was that? I don't remember well. I even don't remember the name of the girl.
Okay, all right. And I could say, like, my husband was my first love because he
Hmm.
has given me the freedom that I really needed
Hmm.
because I was raised
Hmm.
in a patriarchal society. I did not
Hmm.
get the freedom from my parents to live my life
Hmm.
on my own terms, but my husband gave me. So he was my first love, and it's been 3 years we got married,
Hmm. Then
and we are,
you are talking about the real life, the real love. I mean, you are talking about
yes.
the real love.
Yes,
Not that kind of.
he
Yeah.
has taught me what is called real love. I had no
Uh-huh.
idea. I didn't know what is called love, what is called
Mhm.
respect, what is called sacrifice. He
Mhm.
has made me understand what is true love. I
Yeah.
think there is an internet connection issue. You
No
lost your
problem.
connection. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's discuss this topic. What was the scariest or the terrifying thing you have ever experienced?
Hmm. Let me think for a while, because when someone suddenly asks me these kind of questions,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm not able to answer them in a
It's
short amount
okay.
of time. Yeah,
It's okay.
I
It's
need to
okay.
think for a while in order to
Yeah.
find the right answer. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
um, scary, is a terrifying thing. Uh, I don't remember well, but when I was a little kid, maybe I was alone at home,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe it was night and my parents were sleeping, and
Mm-hmm.
we were living in a large house. So
Mm-hmm.
after watching a scary movie, after watching a
Ah.
horror movie, maybe I just had to go to other room, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately I couldn't be able to go to other room because of my because I'm so frightened of by that movie. Maybe that's
Okay. And you know what happened with me? One
mhm,
night, my husband was telling me a story of his friend who died because some dog, bit him and he did
mhm,
not get the injections. So the
mhm,
guy died. And he was
mhm,
telling me like he saw him. After he
mhm,
died, he saw him and that friend of his was calling him. And he was telling me this story at night. And the
mhm,
next morning, I was, the story was in my mind. It was
Mhm.
replaying, and
Mhm.
something fell. So I
Oh.
don't know, I don't know how, but something fell in the room. The
Mm.
moment I heard the voice, I immediately ran. My husband was not there at home. I immediately
Yeah,
ran
yeah, yeah.
outside the home. I
You
waited
know,
for
some,
him
I
because
got
that
your point.
story
Yeah.
because that story was in my mind, so I got
Huh?
scared.
Yeah, especially the internet full of those kind of stories. Whether I'm not sure they are real or not, but
Yeah,
definitely they are.
it
They,
was,
they
I
are
think
making
it was his
sensation. Yeah,
it was his misunderstanding. How can a dead person call you? Can you imagine? It was his mind
yeah,
made story that he was telling
yeah.
me at night. Can you
Maybe
imagine?
someone else someone else was using his phone maybe in order to call him. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure about
and
that.
and I think he might misunderstood something, or he might made this story to made me scared. I think I don't know what happened to him, but I told him, like, do not share such stories with me at
Yeah,
night, especially at night.
yeah. Now I suddenly recognize that what happens what happens if your husband answers the phone and oh, you're calling 8 minutes by 8 minutes, something like that, and he's gonna tell you that he's talking with his dad friend on the phone.
No, I am not going to get scared anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, what
Sometimes
else?
I have been reading. By the way, I have been reading such kind of stories on the net
Mhm.
before,
Mhm.
especially at evenings and nights, in
Mhm.
order to get myself frightened. So so sometimes people are talking about so many strange things happening all over the world.
Mhm.
Not only in India, not only in Turkey, but all around the world. People are
Mhm.
especially they are talking about um, near death experiences after life, things about
Mhm.
afterlife.
Mhm.
I was really interested in those kind of stories.
Mhm.
Actually, those stories were amazing, and
Mhm.
they are how to say in English. Let me think for a while, to find the right word. Um, they are so mesmerizing, or I don't remember well the meaning of the word, but they are so fascinating, mesmerizing. You just want to know the end of the story,
Afterlife.
but
Yeah,
at the same time
afterlife.
you are frightened, you are getting yourself so much frightened,
Yeah,
but you still
exactly.
wonder about the end of the story at the same time. Yeah.
I have also watched videos on YouTube where people have discussed their, afterlife, their soul leaving their body experience. I have
Hmm.
also seen some of the videos, but I have a question. Like, I am really curious to know. Like, do you believe in afterlife or
Yes,
ghost?
definitely. Uh, I'm not sure about the ghost, but I definitely believe in afterlife because of my religion is Islam religion. I believe
Mm-hmm.
in Islam religion,
Mm-hmm.
but not because of my family, or not because of my community.
Mm-hmm.
I choose it by myself after thinking rationally,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is right or wrong. I don't say anything about that, but I
Mm-hmm.
personally think that is right, one of the right ways.
Mm-hmm.
One of the right ways in order to reach to the real God.
Mm-hmm.
I personally believe that there is only one real ultimate God over there, and
Mm-hmm.
people all around the world, whether they are Muslims or Christians or Hindu,
Mm-hmm.
have some ideas and thoughts about that real ultimate God. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
some of them, for instance, in your belief, maybe you are Hindu. I'm not sure about that, but
Mm-hmm.
you know. you have avatars in your religion.
Mhm.
You claim that God seen as Vishnu, for instance.
Mhm.
God is going to seem as Kalki, for instance. But
Mhm.
God is only one. But according to your belief, He can seem as different avatars when He is
Mhm.
needed. He
Mhm.
becomes a warrior. He becomes a prophet. Maybe He's helping
Mhm.
to poor people. He is helping to people those in need,
Mhm.
especially in the hardest times of life.
Mhm.
So in my religion also we have prophets. Prophets are
Mhm.
the messengers of God, and
Mhm.
at the hardest times they are coming and trying to save their community, and they
Mhm.
are also saving the humanity by saving their community. Not, they
Mhm.
are not only for their community, but they
Mhm.
are also for all humanity they are working for.
Mhm.
So from what I see and hear, I researched about nearly all religions to some extent.
Mhm.
My conclusion is that there is one ultimate God, and this world is an exam. Yeah, this world is
Mhm.
a test. Uh, against good and evil. And if
Mhm.
you choose the good side, if you are close to the good side, you are going to you are definitely go and live forever after life as a present from God. Yeah, you are
Mhm.
going to live a good life.
Mhm.
So, but if you are close to the bad side, you are get punished, and maybe after your punish ends, you are going to be destroyed by God.
Mhm.
So that's why I believe afterlife, because this life has so many unjust things,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So
Yeah.
many poor people, unjust things. I think God is going to do all things equal at
Mhm.
the day of judgment. That's why I believe that. I have
Mhm.
this kind of sensation. Because I have conscious.
I
That's
have
how.
one more question that I would like to ask. Like, if you said, like, you believe in afterlife and something. So, my
Mhm.
question is, when someone killed someone,
Mhm.
then why don't the soul come back and take revenge from that person? Why didn't
Hmm.
that happen? If there is an
That's right.
afterlife,
Yeah.
if there are ghosts in this world, if after that soul can come back, then
Mhm.
why can't it take revenge from the person who has done bad things, or who has killed him, or who has done something to him?
Yeah, I think is a really good question by you. By the way, so my answer is that the concept of your afterlife in your question consists a ghost. According to you, ghost must have existed, and ghost is going to the afterlife, and why the ghost doesn't come back in order to take his revenge. Maybe
Mhm.
my concept of afterlife is different than your concept. My
Mhm.
concept of afterlife, when you died, you just die, and nothing happens. Maybe you don't have a soul, so your soul isn't going anywhere.
Mhm.
You are just turning back to state before you was born.
Mhm.
You are going into nothing, again.
Mhm.
After that, the world ends, and the universe ends. God is going to create you again. You are going to born second time, and that time, Judgment Day. God is taking your revenge. My
Mhm.
concept is like that. My personal belief is like that. But
Mhm.
I see that in your question, you accept the existence of the ghost. Maybe I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in the afterlife. You just connecting the ghost with connecting the ghost and afterlife together.
I
Maybe
don't
that's the difference of our question and answer. Yeah.
I don't believe there is a God. If there is
Mhm.
a God, then where he when when a 4 years old or 5 year old a girl is getting raped by five men, six men, where is God then? Why is he watching? Why is he letting these things happening on here on earth?
Mm. You're definitely right about that. I agree to some extent, you know. But uh, lots of bad situations exist, like you said. You know, your example is so good. Definitely, it's so bad. One of the baddest things which will happen to a human being. So. After that, according to my personal belief, in the judgment day, God is going to punish those people so bad, so harsh. He's
Mhm.
going to throw them right into the hell. And
Mhm.
according to my personal belief, that raped person is just going to forget all the suffering which
Mhm.
he or she lived through, go through in this world.
Mhm.
Not only about rape situation, but also about all negative situations which we are facing in this world.
Mhm.
After that, in the afterlife, in the judgment day, after the judgment day, if we will able to go into paradise, heaven, I mean, so we are going to forget all the negative things. There's no negativity. There's no bad things. There's no bad memories exist.
Mhm. Mhm.
All of them are going to erase, and we become so happy that we even don't care about anything inside our happiness because we
Mhm.
are, just presented by God.
Mhm.
But you are completely right about that serious thing, and it's our mission by God
Mhm.
in order to prevent those kind of things happening in this world. So
Mhm.
we need to create some good forces, good missions in order to prevent those kind of bad situations exist.
Mhm.
For instance, in
Mhm.
your country, lots of people are
Mhm.
catching the rapist, and they are killing him. They are beating him so harsh, and
Mhm.
I think they are doing it so good for the innocent. Like we are the boss of this world right now. God is just
Mhm.
testing us in this world. So we have, in my personal belief, we are responsible what's happening on this world. So
Mhm.
I hope this answers your question.
It
But you
was
are right
lovely
to some
talking to
extent,
you.
definitely.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
lovely
what was
talking
the
to
name
you.
of your YouTube channel?
Vishakha English Circle.